Okay, Football Fanatics Fan TV. Zijn je professional fan, Shomos? Je professional fan? Hey, I'm coining the term professional fan.
I hear you. I hear you. I'll go with that, man.
But why can't the professional fans win the betting?
But I think the problem for some of us, if not most of us, that, like you say, professional fan. I think some of us were amateur footballers first, and logic dictates some of our choices. I think that's the problem, man.
So you must be more fans, and there is logic. Be more fans, fanatics, emotional.
I think be more fanatic in the sense that you didn't really play football, so you don't know from a personal point of view that if a midfielder has this ball and if you are right winger, there's only 2 or 3 ways you can run to make sure that you're an option for him. Whereby if you don't understand the game so intimately, then sitting on the sideline, you will just say to yourself, why can't this guy run? That midfielder will find him. But you as a footballer will know that, I don't think he would have found him because this and this and this were the obstacles. You see, we want to go too deep into it, whereby most fans just say, listen here, I feel Brighton, man, they have enough to win City today. And then they bet on that. Whereby the two of us will go now, not even on Brighton's best day can they break down City's midfield. Can they dictate matters on the wing, stuff like that. We will go too deep into it sometimes.
Okay, I'm sitting with my Arsenal t-shirt on here. But obviously, United's in the headlines. You can't speak football, you don't speak United. They've been in the headlines for the last, since the Liverpool, even before that, mainly the Liverpool game. Since then, they've been in the headlines. They're still in the headlines. Gary Neville was in the headlines. It's his friend. He's a fake pundit. He's blah, blah, blah. Because it's a club legend. He doesn't want to be honest. Mourinho got sacked for a better record than him. Van Gaal got sacked for a better record. But he's the poster boy. He's the Glazers' mouthpiece. He keeps the fans happy. And now all of that is done now.
Yeah, I tend to agree with, like you say, poster boy. I think the romance there, they wanted a love story, man. They wanted to romance that leadership, which didn't work for United. And as you now put it, we've been in the headlines since our faults and flaws were exposed by Liverpool in that 5-0 thrashing. I think City also showed that we are miles off the top 4. So I think people have just been hungry and craving United as an institution to show intent when it comes to changes. Like, we do want to get back to what we used to be, what fans still want United to be. You see what most fans still think United are, which is a dominant team, but which we are not at the moment. Man. So yeah, to be honest with you, at the moment I can't see any light in the small tunnel that we find ourselves now. Like, they have acted now, they have fired or sacked. They have sacked.
Is there a difference between fired and sacked?
I want to find, because in the media they even on the statement of Man United, they try and still romanticize Ole by saying sacked and fired is a harsh word. Let's just say we have parted ways, because they still love that guy, man. Even though it was a toxic relationship, he has beaten us blue. We still find excuses like, no, man, like in a domestic relationship, I know he drinks 3 sugar, why did I go in 4? We find a way to romanticize him, which is nonsense, man. But like I say, I'm none the wiser at the moment as to where United go from here. Because what I read in their statement is Carrick will continue to lead the team while an interim coach is being scouted and searched for. Interim meaning until the end of the season. So what is the way forward? Meaning there's no coaches available as per the Glazers. You see, so like I say, United is still not saying anything to us. They acted, but with no clear way forward. I don't know what you think of it.
The memes are saying on the internet, pizza.
Hey,
The internet will always be undefeated, bro.
it will be undefeated, my friend. And at the moment, will Pizzo really be worse off than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer?
So that's the scary part. Will he actually do a worse job? That's scary thinking like that.
You see, like I read some of the blogs, some of the sites of some of the United fans. I hear they are still pushing the Zinedine Zidane thing. Which, listen, yeah, we've been watching and following football for ages now, so we know that nothing is ever cutthroat and clear and dry when it comes to these type of stuff and these maneuvers. But Zidane's people have made it clear that he's not interested in coaching in England or coaching Manchester United at this time. He wants to take a break from football for the entirety of the season. But then I also read somewhere, sources close to him is talking about there's a possibility that Didier Deschamps is being let go by France and Zidane really wanted France's job. So I don't know, Memasekan, what United think they can do with Zidane, if they can persuade him, whatever. But as we all know, money has got buying power, my bro, and power of persuasion. So maybe if they can make the offer big enough, we can still lure him to Old Trafford.
So Ollie's out, right? Carrick will take over. But do you feel there's a cloud? There's the dark cloud in the dressing room left now? Do you feel on training there'll be a confidence again? Lingard, I'm not there. We're not there. But Lingard's a character, and the guys are young, and the guys are stylish, and do you feel? The way I look at it, it's like there wasn't smiles on training. There's no smile on the bench. So do you think that the cloud will be gone? There'll be a bit of laughter, and they'll get the fun in the game again with some fresh tactics from Carrick. I don't know if that's going to make a difference, but what I'm saying is, do you feel that immediately the first game will look better, or no? The first game, which is Champions League, by the way, Villarreal in the week.
Listen, for me, the perfect response to you now would have been, let's see his team on Wednesday or if it's Tuesday night. But now you want to know from me, will there be a change this coming game, Carrick's first game?
In energy and attitude wise. Energy and attitude. And obviously...
I hear you.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go with the simple no. If you wanting now a simple answer, yes or no, I'm going to go with a no. And now I'm going to motivate the answer for you is to tell you why I'm saying that. Listen, from Carrick's playing days, and me being a United fan since way back, I never saw Carrick as a big personality. I'm talking Carrick-wise now. Carrick has always been a good midfielder. He did his job for us. But, that guy, when I say big personality, I'm talking now the Eric Cantona.
Keane.
You know that guy on the field. I'm talking now Roy Keane.
Yeah.
Don't mess with that guy on the field. I never saw Carrick like that. And now going to his coaching days, I can't even tell you if Carrick has the dressing room. Let's take, for instance, this time that Ole was down and out. Like you say now, players were low on confidence. Heads were hanging in the dressing room. And were Carrick one of those guys that were speaking to the guys at the back, like, come on, guys, man, just lift us. We need you guys. Did he have that influence? And now that he's going to be the number one for the foreseeable future, what relationship does he have with the players? Did they... Listen here, we know players. We sitting, me and you, we sitting now. Does he have this type of relationship where the two of us will now say, you know what, if Ole can just go, man, I think even this guy can do a better job with us. Did he have that? Or when they see Ole, do they see Carrick as well? Like, yeah, these two, they are peas in a pot. You see stuff like that. So I don't know that. That's why I'm going with no. That's why I can't tell you will the attitude, the atmosphere, and that change in the dressing room. I'm hopeful that Carrick, being a midfielder, saw what each and every one of us saw yesterday in that second half, that when Donny van de Beek came out, he made passes, he had telling runs, he dictated when he was on the ball, doing stuff that a midfielder does. Because I'm for the life of me, I don't know what Donny van de Beek did to upset Oli so much that he fell out of the pecking order, not even down on the pecking order.
So let's stay on United here. So the Tottenham game was done. I watched the Tottenham and Leeds game. I bet that Leeds gonna win. So the game started. It looked like I was on track, right? So then now I'm watching the game, dude. The way Conte is acting here, nah? The way he's acting, because the crowd booed him at halftime. The way he's acting after the game, the last 4, 5, 6, 10 minutes, motivating the boys. You would say this is a World Cup. You would say it's a World Cup, saying the way he's trying to lift these guys, right?
I get what you're saying. I think Conte knows. I think he knows, and he's experienced enough to know that Tottenham is a wounded animal at this moment, and confidence is low. And at this moment, same thing with United now.
Yes,
that's why I brought that up. Period.
Yeah.
Hey?
That's why I brought that up. So do you want a coach that like that on the sideline? Do you mean character in Carrick? Can he bring that character? Like on the sideline, this guy was a maniac today. You could see this 3 points, this victory as must win. It's like his job's on the line already. The way he's acting. When United trails, Oli just stands there.
Yeah, you see. It's Oli was depleted, man. Oli was already a defeated man. I don't think he had like a set plan for himself as to how I'm gonna dig myself out of this hole. And I think, like you say now, Conte's attitude, Conte's gestures that they had on the field. I think it was more of I need to get out of, I need to hit the ground running, and I need to make sure that our first game is a victory. Our first game, the players need to know what I demand of them, what we want of them. Because this is the thing, and it's a very fickle thing. If they were to have lost now, many naysayers would have gone, what has changed? Conte needs time. Conte needs to survive this period and start fresh the new season when he can buy who he wants. He doesn't want that conversations because that is going to impact negative on the players that he has now. He now needs to go, or he needed this result, so he can now go and tell the players, listen here, you are good enough. You went through a slump and whatever, but the only people that can get us where we want to be is us. Nobody outside. The fans will boo you because they want results. We know how to get to the results. And look what you did today. This is how you can play. I believe in you. He wants that talk rather than, listen, we tried and we lost, but things will change. Because I feel things will change was a conversation that Nuno Santos had with him. And nothing changed. But now we can see, listen here, this coach is behind us, man. Let's give everything for him because he believes in us. He wants that attitude. I honestly don't know now if Carrick will bring that. But I'm hopeful, man. I think Carrick must now just see this as his chance to drop his CV and go all out. Whether he gets the job or not, promote yourself for the next club as well. You see, because now he can end up at Norwich, at whatever down the line. But show yourself here.
So I'm also bringing up that this conversation to ask, is it like we you know what happened when Sancho came, Ronaldo came? The conversation was winning the league. Yes, we spoke, man, you spoke. You said the league was, people were injured last year. Chelsea wasn't doing well. Liverpool wasn't doing well. So United had the fans had this illusion of they played well. Yes, they were second, right? So now let's figure it this way. So Oli had a good team, but he wasn't good, which everyone spoke about it. Yo, you guys must compete in this year because of the team that you have. So Conte moved into a team, or Nuno came to a team that is not good enough, and Oli had a team, because it's in the past now, that is good enough, and he's not good enough. So is that the factor here? If Conte walked in your team today, immediately you better a team.
I tend to agree with what you're saying, but I have.
I'm asking the question. I'm not a statement. I'm asking.
Okay. I'm going with some of the points you listed now. Like Conte is getting a decent team, but not a title contending team. Nuno got a team that was better than Wolves, but nobody expected him to go for the title as yet. You see, nobody predicted that he would hit the ground so poorly as he did. I think, or I know and I feel that Solskjaer's time was up, I think, 2 seasons ago. Because for the last 2 seasons, he has been stagnant where he was. And people thought that with the financial backing he had, the players that he signed, that last season, like I say, we were conned last season with other teams performing poorly. With last season's performance of ending second, this was supposed to be our winning season. And now with the money that he spent again this season, we were supposed to attack. But I tend to agree with Paul Scholes when he made the statement that Ole has now changed this team so much that he needed now to again start building chemistry and stuff. And it didn't work for him. So, yeah, I think Conte now needs to build where he is. For me, a coach that comes into United now needs to get this team to perform as a team because he has individuals. Manchester United has 2 quality players on each position. So we just need somebody that can make this individual a team, a cohesive unit. So I think that's the only obstacle United has.
What I'm saying is, if Conte walked into United after the Liverpool game, is it were you gonna say we want to compete for the title?
Not realistically, no. I wouldn't have said that.
That wouldn't have been your expectation of him.
No, that wouldn't have been title contending for me at this very moment. I don't see United there. I honestly don't see.
I mean,
United
after the Liverpool
contending.
game now, let's say Ole got sacked and he walked in the next day.
That's 2 games, 3 games back. So it's 9 points back. So I still say no. I don't believe that because for me personally, listen here, I like to reference Chelsea and Tuchel because for me that was an amazing feat coming into a team, getting them to go to the top 4 and winning the Champions League. That is not something that happened halfway through the season. You see, so I like to reference that. But at the very same time, when it comes to United, I am saying no because I feel United as a team is very far off than Chelsea was as a team when Tuchel came in. I have great individuals at United. I have 5 central midfielders that can all play ball. They just cannot play together. So, like you say, if Conte came in 3 games back, maybe now this game, Watford would have been destroyed because by now, 3 games, United, let's say a month and a half of training under Conte, they would have known what Conte wanted. So now you could have seen this is the play. Now Conte would have gone forward and seeing that this is the personnel I need because I'm making an example now. Because Fred can't play the type of football I want of my central midfielder. In Marco Verratti, which is a ball player that holds the ball up, gets other people involved. You see, so personnel changes would have been needed for Conte for his type of football. So that's why I'm saying no. I don't think we would have been a title contending team because United at this moment, they are not a cohesive unit. So no coach is going to contend with players that he still needs to mold into his philosophy.
So let's end of that. Okay, let's call that about the end for you of the United discussion. So Tuchel came into the league, so he's embarrassing everyone, right? This guy comes in the league, he wins the Champions League, he ends 4th, and he makes it look so easy. Ollie's struggling. Everyone's struggling. Why isn't this guy struggling?
I like to come back to philosophy. I think his philosophy and the personnel that he found at Chelsea, it just dealt perfectly. The type of football he wanted. I heard him speak yesterday after the game that they won, and the interviewer, the reporter, asked him about Rudiger's performance, and he praised Rudiger. He said this guy has been a stellar performer for me since I got here. Our main concern now is just to keep him fit, keep him performing. And I don't know if you remember, there was a time under Lampard that we felt Rudiger was just bull, that he needed to go. Even on a free transfer, he can go. Now, that is my thing now. I think when you find a coach that believes in his philosophy and he knows what personnel he wants, and then it's very important to get robots. people that believe in what you say and how you want it executed. Because to have too many star performers is going to be a problem. You see, when I speak sometimes to people, I like to reference your analogy of Manchester United under Ferguson, whereby we always had 2 or 3 star players and a bunch of workers. And that's right. That's what we need. We need people that believe in, yes, coach, I will tackle, and let Ronaldo sign on his own. But when you have too many players that wants to be stars, your team is going to go down. You see, and Chelsea has that at the moment. Gilbert and those guys, they will fight. Thiago breaks down play, gives the ball away, play Thiago's over. Then you have Mason Mount and those guys, talented players playing forward. You have Kante in the midfield, a guy that works 95%, 95 minutes in a game without complaining, nothing. You never hear or never see Kante run to the ref about that. He just dusts himself off and go on again. You see, whereby players with far less ability than Kante wants to be stars, wants to complain to refs. No, man, just put your head down, especially now if you're at Manchester United. Put your head down and work and see where you can get yourself to the end of the season. I think Tuchel found the perfect personnel for his philosophy. That's why I think, if I'm not mistaken, he put in 1 or 2 players at the end of the season because he already had a squad ready-made for what he wants to do.
But that's why I ask you the same thing: is if a Conte walks in, if you walked in, will he do a good job? Because Tuchel did a good job, and these good managers, it looks like they have everything in order, even though they don't have it. They make it look like they have everything because they're just that good.
I tend to stay with my answer, man. That I don't believe United will be under any coach, not even the great Zidane that they're trying to lure. I don't think he'll. I even feel Conte would have done better than, even if they get Zidane, would have done better because Conte at least has a idea and he knows the English league, whereby Zidane doesn't know the physicality of the English league. So again, I stay with my no. I don't think Conte or any other coach will make United a title-winning team this year.
Okay, sometimes I feel maybe we over-romanticize the Premier League. I'm gonna say this. This is what I put United in the top 4 there in the beginning of the season. Then I said I didn't know West Ham was gonna do so well though. Then I said from 5 to 10, it's gonna be a different league. It's gonna be a 1 to 4. It'll be the Chelsea, United, Liverpool, and City. They'll fight each other. They'll beat each other up. And then I thought 5 to 10, it's a different league. We spoke earlier yesterday before the Arsenal game, right?
Okay.
I betted Arsenal win, but like I told you, I was not going to be upset with the 2-0 loss. It's like, yo, I understand. I've seen Lokonga the first game. I see the mistakes in midfield. Yes, he's confident. He always wants the ball. You'll never shy away from the ball. But that doesn't mean he's at that level yet. We can just want to have the ball in tricky situations. And he came off half-time. I like that he tried it, yes. They stick to the philosophy of playing it out, doing this. I like that. Liverpool's a wild-old machine. They understand their coach. They understand their system. They have great leaders in the team. So what I thought So you answer this. Did Arsenal play bad yesterday or is Liverpool just that good?
Simple answer, Liverpool is just that good.
Okay, that makes that makes me feel better. You can stop there. Okay, go on.
Now, like I say, my simple answer, Liverpool is just that good. But now, can I tell you what I feel contributed to your loss or to the scoreline yesterday? You see that the tussle on the touchline between
I saw that.
and
Yeah.
I feel this is where experience comes in. Arteta was so enraged and his emotions were running so high that I feel that at times and in certain situations where tactical changes should have been implemented, he didn't see it because in his mind, the only thing he wanted now, and he wanted it very badly,
Smash him.
was to beat Liverpool.
To smash him.
Yeah, smash them, beat them, because they are too. And you see, Mane is not a physical player. Mane doesn't beat up people. So, okay, maybe Mane made 2 or 3 bad fouls on his players, and he felt that at least one needed to be cautioned, which didn't happen. And now, Klopp, being the tactician that he is, Klopp saw this guy was off his game, because now this guy is more on my case and on my player's case, so he's not focusing on what he needs to do to beat me. Because coming out that second half, Liverpool made 4 or 5 subtle changes, but they didn't really change their game plan that much. But you couldn't handle it because you never went into another gear, and I feel that was the coach. Because this game is whether we like it or not, the guys with remote controls standing on the side, they play a very important role in how some players are handled and how some players perform and deliver. And I feel yesterday's game, his demeanor and stuff on the line cost you guys, because I really feel that scoreline doesn't really reflect how you played yesterday, because you didn't play that way. I feel Manchester United deserved that 5-0 thrashing. You guys didn't deserve that scoreline. You played much better than the scoreline will say.
Yeah, but we discussed that before the game. You said you're not going to be shocked if they get 4 and they score 4, because they are that ruthless.
They are that good, yeah.
They are that ruthless in the opponent's box. So, but you get what I'm saying. I feel it's gonna, and you are in that race now. I felt you're not supposed to be in that race, and West Ham basically took your place in that race. They taking the number 4 spot, and the number 5 to number 10. It's a different league. It's a different league. It's up and down. It's crazy.
But listen, I read somewhere, I think it was just before the Manchester City game, United-Manchester City game, I read somewhere that Manchester United, title contenders on so much points, Arsenal, relegation contenders on the exact same amount of points. You see, but, and as I read it, I thought to myself, and pundits and stuff do, they create illusions as to how teams should perform.
They do.
You see, but getting onto that field, that's where you need to, like they say, earn your money and show your craft. And United, for me, with all of their players, I like to use this word, is not a better team than any of the other 4 to 8 players ranked in the Premier League at the moment. United is not a better team than Arsenal. They probably have more experience and better players. But a team, no,
yes.
they're not a better
Chemistry-wise, yes.
Yeah, chemistry-wise, they're not there. Like, I'm very fearful for Arsenal at this moment. I believe Arsenal has done good. I believe Arsenal is on the way up. I believe Arsenal is a team that they're giving a good account of themselves. But I am very scared that yesterday's result is going to, how can I say now, will make them backslide, doubt themselves, and not give the performances that we know them for.
I think the total opposite. I feel that it brought them back to earth, because the first 3 games people fighting Arteta, I feel that was a bad patch already. The training ground, when they rocked up to training, I don't think I'm not there, but maybe there wasn't even any smiles, and they came through that. I feel this is one game that was Brighton, right? Twitter, the fans, the stadium was bad, right? Then there's Chelsea. That could have been embarrassing, but it stopped at 3 or 2, whatever. And then City, and they embarrassed us 5, right? And then the whole press conference with Edu saying it's not the team, relax. When the team get together, let them gel. So now this team that's gel and Ramsdale and all these guys, they were on cloud 9, and they got boom back to earth. Now they're okay, cool. They dig in the heels again. They'll get focused again. Not that they weren't focused. It's like, yo, it's not that it was a bit rosy. It's actually not rosy. Let's dig in again. I feel that was perfect to happen. Let's go on another 10-game unbeaten run again.
Listen, if it happens like that, then perfect. Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying they will go down. I'm saying I'm fearful in the sense that
the confidence will drop.
I've experienced enough to know that, listen here, we played possibly the best team in the Premier League, and we lost against them. But so let's pick out our heads and let's go on another run, like you say. If they have that mentality, perfect. Then I believe that the level of football they're playing at, they should have that mentality. But I've seen some strange stuff, my bro. So it's the only thing, or the only reason I'm gonna say I'm fearful of what could happen. But now I think you'll be fine. The way things are going now, unless the change of the managerial change at United gives us a new step and a new boost, and we go all out. I foresee that you finished on top of me this season. Arsenal will be on top of United.
I was going to say now, let's predict something, man. Let's see the football knowledge. Let's predict what's happening in the next. You can't predict till the end of the season, man. In the next month, how many points are you picking up now in the next 5 games?
I'll give it to you like this. Christmas break. You know that's the Rasmus. I'm predicting after the Christmas break, the way things are going now for me, and not really a change of managers, because for me, Carrick was part of that coaching staff. So it's the same coaching staff.
There's nothing new, so nothing fresh.
Nothing really has changed there. So unless, Pogba is coming back, not really a big change, because Pogba is a very emotional player. He needs to be confident before he performs. But I'm depending on the Ronaldo X factor and the Bruno Fernandes magic that pops up sometimes. I'm saying that we are now on is it 6th place?
Yes.
Yes, I'm thinking I'm lying at 6th at the moment. I don't know the other league is for today's fixtures, but I'm predicting that come 1st January, after the Christmas break, I'll probably be lying 5th or so, 5th or 6th. I'll maintain my stance, but I definitely won't be in the top 4 at this moment.
You currently 8th.
Can't be, man. You mean I dropped 2 since yesterday?
You currently 8th. Chelsea on top, 29 points. Everyone's on 12 games. City, 26 points. Liverpool, 25 points. West Ham, 23 points. Arsenal, 20. Wolves, 6, 19 points. Tottenham, 19 points. And 17 points United.
Yeah, United on 17 points. No.
Yeah, so that's currently 8th position.
No, man, I firmly, I'm going to give my team this, the benefit of the doubt in this. So I can guarantee you I won't be, come Christmas break, I won't be in the top 4 as yet, because I'm still going to be on my way up, my resurgence, as they call it. So I think I'll be 5th to 6th.
What is the reason for that? What is the reason for that?
My reason for that being, I'm keeping myself in the contention, in the running, because like I said, now I'm depending on the Ronaldo X factor, winning a game 2-1 year. I'm depending on Bruno Fernandes magic, and I'm hopeful. I'm really hopeful. If this can happen for me, I'll probably even do better than I'm predicting now. But if Donny van de Beek can get more game time and can get more influential play time, then United will be a better team for it. Because this is my biggest problem with the midfield at the moment. We have Edison Cavani and we have Cristiano Ronaldo, guys that are past their best when it comes to physicality. They are reaching the age where most retires. So they don't want to be on the ball too much, but they can still run into dangerous positions. But we have midfielders that doesn't pass. We only have Donny van de Beek and Mata. Mata is not playing, Van de Beek is not playing. But if you can get Van de Beek on the field, I guarantee you, and for anybody that wants to go against what I'm saying now, you can go and check the second half of yesterday's game. Donny van de Beek will look for the through ball, look for the dangerous pass first before we pass next to him or pass backwards. And that's what we need. If we can get that, Michael will win more games. Okay. So I'm putting myself in 5th and 6th for that mere fact that I still have dangerous players that can win games. So I will still be in the contention. But like I've been preaching for the past 30 minutes, we're not a team, a cohesive team as yet. So I won't be putting runs together whereby I'm going on a 4-game unbeaten winning streak or 3-game winning streak. I'm still going to drop points. That's why I'm
okay. Score prediction: Villarreal Tuesday Night Champions League. Score prediction.
I think United also want to prove.
You're playing away and Emre, very tactical, very compact, very tactical, no flair, this hard-working team. in your face team.
I'm going to give it to United. I'm going to give it to United.
United away, winning away.
United away. This is what I'm saying. I'm going to give it to United. I'm even going to give the score 2-1. I would have loved to say 2-0, but Harry Maguire and his guys have showed me that they don't know what a clean sheet is of yet. So I'm giving it to them 2-1. I feel United, the players, everybody is talking about Solskjaer has to take the blame for this because he's at the top, but the players are just as lackluster and stuff. I feel the players need to come out and put in a cool count of themselves, show who they are and what they're capable of. And I think they would want to do that. So I'm going to give them the winner. I think they're going to come out all out guns blazing on this one.
So which means Carrick will have a training session tomorrow. That's only one training session. I don't know if they train today, but Carrick will have one tomorrow.
They train today, but it was a light session. They will train tomorrow as well.
And then which means then they're flying off to Spain.
Yeah, then they fly off. Listen, now I feel that at this stage of the season, you don't need to have like a full week before you get where you need to be. You are already fit now. You're only working on tacticals. And like I say, Carrick is not a new coach coming in with new philosophy or new tactics and stuff. He's preaching the same stuff that Ole had before because he was there. So he just needs to tweak some and make personnel changes. Personnel changes is the biggest thing at United.
We'll get deeper into the Chelsea game in the week. We'll do another show. We'll get deeper into the Chelsea game. But let's run through it. So United wins 2-1 Villarreal. United Chelsea Sunday.
I love my team, but I have to say, I think they're going down 2-0 to 2-1.
Okay,
I'm going for 2-0 actually.
Okay, that's the league game, and then it's United Arsenal.
I think you probably going to give me a 3-1. I'm going to take 3-1 from you there.
Okay, and United Palace. We'll get deeper into it closer to the fixture. I want to get an idea what you're saying.
For now, you just
I want to see how many points you're getting. Where you're going to end up where you're going to end up on the 5th of December of the 3 league games.
Palace is a very tricky one for me. I'm actually afraid of Palace because Palace plays the underdog game. The guys, nobody's going to give us nothing in life. They have to go and take it. And United cannot handle teams like that. United should win the Palace game. But, hey, I don't know.
So you're saying
I'm going to give it to United 1-0.
Okay, out of the see, that's not bad. So you're saying out of the 3 games, there's 9 available points. You're taking 3 against me, according to you. You're taking 3 against Palace. So that is 6 points out of 9.
Yeah, that's why I told you that I know I won't be putting a run together, like winning streaks. I won't be putting that together. But I'm supposed to pick up points here and there that is still going to keep me up there in contention. Do you understand? That's what I'm saying. I know some of my games. United cannot beat Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is United. Cannot break down a defensive team to save their lives. That's why I'm saying I'm very fearful of Crystal Palace. But I'm going to give United a win because there's no other way to go anymore for United. They have nowhere to hide. They must come. They must show up and give good accounts of themselves.
Yeah. Okay. Are you going on current form, on displays that you see on the field, or are you just seeing it that they must win?
No, I'm going on current form. The United teams that we have, we cannot beat Chelsea at the moment. I won't even. If I were to tell you now that United 2-1 whatever against Chelsea, then I'm going on like you say now, fanatics because I love this team. I want them to win. But realistically, and what has been proven, the runs they've been putting on, they don't have enough to beat a Chelsea team of that caliber. But they are supposed to beat Villarreal. They can beat Villarreal. They can do it. So I'm going with that. They can beat Crystal Palace if they put on the performances that I know they can.
Okay, let's end it off there. So we'll get back. I don't know if we're going to do a 10-15 minute thing before the Villarreal game, or we're just going to do a little recap after that game. There's lots of football happening this week. Zane, thanks for your time. And everything's on record, bro. Everything's on record. When it's on record, people's going to say, these guys, they don't know what they're talking about. Everything they're saying is not as... They speak a lot of shit before the game. And then The game proves them wrong, so we'll see. It's on record now.
It's on record, my friend. But we'll see, man. Listen, hey, football is changing, my friend, but the formula, what it is, remains the same, my bro, man. You see, if you know the game, then you have to change. Listen, I like to say that some coaches will always be relevant because they know, they have the formula and they know how to change with the subtle changes that comes with time. You see, so that's the only thing that I think that poor little Ollie didn't get.
Yeah, that's it. Maguire tweeted something there, went away. The guy, you've always gave everything and everyone knows you're a legend at the club. That's to Ollie. No one says you're an amazing coach and tactics. You always gave everything and you're a legend at the club. What does that mean?
Is this now the Gaya or Maguire?
The guy, Maguire's one tweet passed me, but I didn't see his tweet. No.
Oh, okay.
See what he's saying? You always gave everything, but that doesn't mean you're a good coach. A good tactician.
That's the thing. Exactly, bro. That is the thing. Listen here, you can only give your best, and sometimes your best is not good enough. You see, so like Maguire, the guy is saying now, he gave his best, and we thank him for that. You see, but his time came to an end because his best wasn't good enough. So now we need someone better.
Okay, you turn a new leaf. You're turning the new leaf in life. All his best wasn't good enough. Actually, everyone is disappointed. The whole Premier League loved Ollie at the wheel. It was very entertaining. Seeing you guys in tears is funny. I'm not gonna lie, I love it.
Yeah, you would, man. But from your point of view, it's vindictive, man. So we understand and we accept.
Okay, cheers, then.
Cool, man. Thanks for having me.
Sure.
Safe.